I am sitting here in my car, looking at my dashboard and my plastic buttons, and I honestly want to cry. While our domestic manufacturers are still arguing about battery range and where to put a charging port, China has quietly reinvented the entire concept of what a sedan should be. We are talking about tech that can literally shake snow off a car, charging speeds that make your iPhone look slow, and interiors that make a 5-star hotel look like a budget motel. This isn't just a review, it's a reality check. We're breaking down 5 cars that are ending the luxury industry as we know it, with price points that feel like they should be illegal. If you love tech and you hate the status quo, you are not ready for number 1. Today, we're looking at the real-world usability and the absolute insanity of these machines to see if the traditional luxury brands even stand a chance. I want to start this list with a car that genuinely upsets me. Not because it's bad, but because of the value. Imagine walking into a dealership in America with $25,000. Usually, that gets you a used car with a check engine light or a base model economy car with cloth seats. But in China, that same $25,000 gets you the Geely Yinhe E8. This thing has a drag coefficient of 0.199. Let that sink in for a second. That is more aerodynamic than a Porsche Taycan and more slippery than a Mercedes EQS, and it costs less than a base model Honda Civic. The front of the car features what they call the ripple of light, which is a canvas of 158 microlights that can animate and breathe like a living organism. Inside, you're staring at a 45-inch 8K resolution screen that spans the entire dashboard. It's powered by a Snapdragon 8295 chip, meaning the software is faster than your laptop. On the performance side, the dual motor setup pushes 637 horsepower, doing 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds. It uses an 800-volt architecture, so you can add 110 miles of range in just 5 minutes. The hidden annoyance here? At this price, you have to wonder where they cut corners on long-term build quality. But for $25,000, it's a car that makes everything in the US. Mark it look like a relic from the 1990s. Next up is the IM Motors L7, a car that basically turns the exterior of your vehicle into a social media feed. The big party trick here is the DLP projection and the 2.6 million pixel final signal lights. This car can literally talk to people. It can project navigation arrows onto the road in front of you, or it can display a thank you message on the rear light bar to the person who let you merge. It even has a pet mode where it displays a message on the outside of the car to let people know your dog is safe and the air conditioning is on. It's a level of communication we've never seen in a car before. Under the hood, or rather, under the floor, you've got 670 horsepower and an intelligent 4-wheel drive system that was tuned by Williams Advanced Engineering. Inside, the screen can physically retract into the dashboard when you want a minimalist driving mode, and it features a yoke-style steering wheel that actually feels premium. The range is a solid 400 miles, and it supports wireless charging. You just park over a pad and it fills up. It's a car designed for the gadget generation, but it has the performance to back it up. The only real frustration is that the light shows can feel a bit gimmicky after the first week, but as a piece of tech, it's light years ahead of anything coming out of Germany right now. The Avatr 12 is perhaps the most controversial car on this list because of one specific design choice. It has no rear window, none. It's just a solid piece of sheet metal where the glass should be. To solve this, it uses a high-definition camera feed that displays on a digital rear-view mirror. It's a bold move that allows the car to have a stunning spaceship-like fastback design, but it's definitely a love it or hate it feature. Backed by Huawei and the battery giant CATL, the tech in this car is insane. It runs Huawei's Harmony OS, which means your car and your phone are basically the same device. The dashboard features a 35-inch panoramic screen that sits below the windshield, giving you a cockpit feel that is unlike anything else. The seats are zero gravity and can recline into a near flat position for when you're waiting at a charger. The dual motor version pushes 578 horsepower and gets 430 miles of range on a 94.5 kilowatt-hour battery. It's a car that feels like it was designed by a group of architects rather than car designers. It's clean, it's quiet, and it's unapologetically futuristic. If you can get past the no window situation, it is one of the most compelling luxury experiences on the market. If you live in a cold climate, the NEO ET9 is the car you've been dreaming of. It has a high-frequency, dancing suspension that can literally shake the car to get snow or ice off the body. It looks like a giant dog shaking itself dry. And it's one of the most impressive displays of suspension tech we've ever seen. But the innovation doesn't stop there. The ET9 runs on a 900-volt architecture, which is a world first. While the rest of the world is happy with 4 to 100 or 8 to 100 volts, NEO pushed it even further, allowing the car to add 155 miles of range in just 5 minutes of charging. It produces 697 horsepower from its dual motor setup and features steer-by-wire technology, meaning there is no physical connection between the steering wheel and the tires. Inside, the rear seats are the star of the show, featuring a Sky Island center console and fold-out tables that feel like they belong in a private jet. The biggest controversy? NEO is still pushing battery swapping, which means you can pull into a station and have a fully charged battery swapped into your car in 3 minutes. It's a brilliant solution to charging anxiety, but the infrastructure is incredibly expensive to build. However, as a flagship luxury sedan, the ET9 is a technological flex that makes the Mercedes S-Class look like a typewriter. Finally, we have the final boss of the Chinese car industry, the Maestro S800. This is the car that made me question everything I thought I knew about automotive luxury. A Rolls-Royce Ghost starts at $350,000. A Maybach starts at $200,000. The Maestro S800 starts at around $98,000. And here is the scary part. It offers 99% of the Rolls-Royce experience for 25% of the price. The headlights use hand-cut crystals that create a shimmer effect when you walk up to the car. Inside, you've got 43 speakers and a rear seat cinema system that is better than most home theaters. It's a tri-motor monster with 852 horsepower that can add 1 kilometer of range for every second it's plugged in. The total range is an unbelievable 830 miles. The interior is draped in materials that feel illegal at this price point. Silks, suedes, and metals that have zero plastic in sight. It is a masterclass in luxury that proves America and Europe are officially losing the race. If you can buy 99% of a Rolls-Royce for 100 grand, why would anyone ever spend 400,000 again? It's the smart answer to a question the luxury industry wasn't ready to be asked. So, would you buy the brand name Rolls-Royce for $400,000? Or would you buy this Maestro for $100,000 and keep the other $300,000 in your pocket? I think we all know the answer. We are witnessing a total shift in power. From the snow-shaking NEO to the cinema-on-wheels Maestro, these 5 cars have made me realize that the luxury we've been sold for decades is officially overpriced. My verdict? If you want the best value ever created, find a way to get a Geely. If you want to live in the future, the Avatr 12 is your spaceship. But if you want to end the luxury car industry as we know it, the Maestro S800 is the final boss. Thanks for watching Nick's car review. Smash that like button if your jaw dropped even once during this video, and let me know in the comments, are you brave enough to pick the car with no rear window? I'll see you in the next one. Peace.